Okay, today I'm here to present for you guys a speech by David Miscavige. He's the leader of the International Association of Scientologists. And he gave this speech directly after Tom Cruise gave some impassioned rhetoric at their annual gathering. And to give you some context of the venue where the speech was held, there's a lot of very nicely dressed people, about 200 in the crowd, in the darker crowd. And on stage, it's very well lit, like a pillar here, way well decorated. There's a big picture of a globe, beautiful picture of a blue globe in the back. So I'm gonna try and recreate that. There you go. And yeah, to the right is another stage with a big poster of L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard is their founder, the writer of the first Scientology book. And while I'm giving this speech, I would like you guys to try and search for some of the rhetoric of brainwashing. Like, for example, you probably have a lot of ideas about it, yourself. But for example, he transitions from using a lot of the words "you" to using more of the words like "us" and "we" in the speech. Something I noticed. Another thing I noticed that you might want to look for is he uses quick, logical succession of ideas. So quick, in fact, that it'll be difficult to keep up. It's going to be kind of confusing at times, unless you know the key words that all the Scientologists know. And so try and keep up. I'm going to try and present it the way he presented it. He's a very good speaker. So he adds emphasis to this first point. It starts like this. The moment you realize the scope of Scientology, the very instant you accept them as power, in one way or another, you are committed by necessity to help in every way you can. There is great need out there, and you truly possess the technology to change it. But when someone fails to use that technology, or insists on its standard use, well, in that case, they make it tougher on everyone else who is. So let's reevaluate everything right here and now. If you're a Scientologist, then you too are playing in that global arena. Playing for keeps, playing for the fate of entire populations. And while we shall never forget, we are the IAS, and we have only just begun. Let's ensure it's a new beginning for every being of Earth. Because shoulder to shoulder, we can honestly and factually make it happen. And in the end, that's what it means to call ourselves members of the International Association of Scientologists. And all is spelled out by these words from LRH. Let me take a couple of books. A handful of us are working our guts out to beat Deadline Earth. A handful of us aren't nattering or dramatizing or whining or waning. A few of us see the world has got to change if we don't dawdle along the way. We may or may not be super beings yet, but we are very earnest people. We would be longer on patience if we weren't so short on time. Then he goes on, and me, as the audience member, it takes about 4 minutes to listen to this, and it's very fascinating to me because I've read a book about Scientology, and he's a prophet with some really good logical ideas, the same ones I've come up with. But the difference in my mind is that it's not discourse, it's not dialogue. You're expected to just listen and absorb like some passive sponge. They also expect you in Scientology to just throw away all your old ideals and completely forget them for these new ideals. That's something I also disagree with. I wish you could incorporate them into larger scheme of life. So, the basic take-home point from the Scientologist is the way Tom Cruise says it is you have to gotta go help people just because there's not enough time, and it's the logical thing to do, and all that matters is going out and helping people. And I agree with that. But I don't need Lord Xenu to tell me to do that. Or any other lord for that matter. Thank you.